Hello everyone, Darkstar here, and welcome back to Dark Plays
You have
Morrowind.
something
We
to
are picking up
say
where
to
we
me?
left off in the last episode in Cedar Need, and we are gonna head out to Balmora. Now, one of the things I really love about this game is that you can actually look at signs on the road and see where you go. For the most part, this is how you navigate the world. So you can see that sign there says Balmora. So we're gonna be following it this way. Now, we can go up there and talk to that guy and use the Silt Strider. Actually, let me make sure I keep picking mushrooms, because we need some of these for a quest. But you can use the Silt Strider, and it's fairly cheap. I think it only costs like 16 gold or something like that to travel to Balmora, but
Go ahead,
in the
stranger.
early game, it's fun to just walk around and head out yourself. Now, I would recommend avoiding that cave until later in the game, because it has some fairly tough enemies. And I believe some of them are ghosts, which you can only kill with silver or enchanted weapons, and we have neither. Well, actually, we do have an enchanted weapon, but, might as well avoid it. We got the, Iron Spark Sword, which is a really powerful enchanted, Iron Longsword for the early game. We're gonna hang off on using it for a while, though, because we have no way to, actually, I don't think you actually damage enchanted items. I think they just lose their charge. Well, I'll keep on using, the regular Iron Longsword. Okay, Balmora, that way. Go ahead and pick more of the fungus here. Need to move my soda because it's sitting right in front of that, right in front of the take all button. Whoops. And we have no stamina. That would be a bad fight. We probably wouldn't lose it, but we'd probably lose a good amount of health. So we're just going to stand here and recover some of our stamina. While I take a sip of my soda. Okay, we're about half stamina. That should be good enough. I'm going to walk on up. Come at me, Korma Forager. Okay, that was an easy enough fight. I believe we need some of these flowers as well, so I'm going to go ahead and pick some of them. Okay. Take that as well. Now let's double check here on this road sign, see Balmora, this way. I understand why they added the simplicity of having a compass that points exactly where you need to go in the later games, but part of me just really enjoys having to think about where I'm going instead of just chasing some icon on a compass. It's a nice bit of immersion, especially later in the main storyline of this game. There comes a point where it'll basically give you instructions of how to get somewhere. Actually, most quests it does that, but there's one where it basically says, you know, follow a path to along the east until you come to a lake, and then, you know, head north from the lake and look for some stone. Like, you actually have to follow directions to get where you're going, and that's kind of cool. Alright. I'm gonna pick more of these flowers, because I don't remember which ones exactly I need, and the more that I have, the less that I'll need to get when it comes time for that quest for the Mages Guild. And then the extra ones I can just sell off. Speaking of, I should probably check, what's my weight at? Okay, I'm still at less than half my weight. The sky was done very well in this game. It was always one of its better features. Especially at night when there are no clouds and you have the big moons. Really pretty. Which actually, I'm trying to think if, like, Daggerfall or, arena even mentioned the moons, because I don't believe they showed them. I don't think you could look up and see the moons in the sky at night. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to go back and play Daggerfall and check. But that would be interesting if that's something that they added in this game, because it's something you see very prominently when you look up into the sky. Balmora's this way. Now, usually when you see an NPC on a road, you want to watch out, but I know the quest line that she's a part of, and she's not a threat to us. In fact, the quest is kind of funny. She left a Nord naked on the side of the road because he was rude to her. Took his weapon and all of that, and he tries to convince you to kill her to get it back for him. I think you can convince them to end it peacefully where you can get that back, but I don't know. I have to wait until we do that quest, which will be a little later on. Because I think you can do it peacefully. If not, you have a choice to where you either have to help him kill her or protect her from him killing her. Hope I'm still going the right way. I think I am. Yeah, I am. If I remember correctly, we head through along that path. And that's where things get a little dangerous, but nothing we can't handle at this level. It's just a double check. Ghost Gate and Balmora. Yep. And we're going to walk for a while just to get our stamina back. Because we may get attacked by cliff racers or potentially something else. Gonna go ahead and change to Fire Bite. I do need to start working on my magic and try and keep it up, because fireballs are a great way to deal with cliff racers. Because they're flying up above you and you can just hurl fireballs at them. In fact, there's usually a cliff racer up here. It might not attack us, but we should be able to see it. Ah, yep, there it was. Right up on top of that peak. Just barely out of render distance. Is that Balmora? Yep, okay, so we're going to bypass it. Going to run right past old Fort Moonmoth here, which is where you would go to join up with the Imperial Legion. We'll probably do that at some point. Grab this stoneflower, is it? No, creshweed. Okay, for the most part, we should be home free to Balmora. Whoop. I clicked it. There we go. Sometimes it does that. You'll click it, you'll hear the noise of the click, and it won't take all. But with how old this game is, you just gotta be happy that it runs as well as it does. It could be like Gothic, which does not run well on modern PCs at all. Hell, for that matter, it could be like Fallout 3, if you've ever bought Fallout 3 off of Steam and played on a modern PC, you'll know exactly what I mean, the amount of hoops you have to jump through just to get the damn game to run. Gotta download like 5 different patches and different versions of like Visual Studios and shit to get it to work. I'd like to do a playthrough of that game as well on this channel, but I don't know, I'll have to see if it agrees with my recording software. Because it's very possible it might not. Okay, so this would be the city of Balmora. You'll spend a huge amount of time here.
Quickly.
And we're gonna go talk to Cassius, the one we were sent here to go see. I gotta say, one of the worst things about the visual mods for this game, I mean, a lot of them, they do a really good job on making them, it's just, you kind of need that low render distance and the fog to give you the proper atmosphere of the game. When the fog's gone and you can see really far, you see yeah, like you can see from one city to another, and that's it kind of destroys the whole frame of scale that you have in this game. It comes across as appearing a lot larger than it actually is, in terms of the size of the map. Which is just part of the magic of it. You say your name is Darkstar, and you have been told to report to me and deliver a package. Yes. Are you ready to follow my orders, Darkstar? Yes, I am. Okay, so we can go meet Blade Trainers. And this is the list of the people that we can go and see to get training, but we're not going to worry about getting trained by them. But what we are going to do is go sign up for the Fighters Guild, and that'll probably be some of the first quests that we work on. He also gives us 200 gold, so now we should be up to, what, like 1100? So we got a good amount of money here.
Quickly, Outlander.
Now I'm going to teach you guys how to get some pieces of armor that are going to help quite a bit. Whoop. Stuck on something. Wow, we look pretty goofy. Can't wait until we get a good helmet. But that little hat does give us some armor rating, so we'll keep it for now. Thankfully you play the game in first person most of the time. Now, I can't remember which one. I think this is the watchtower that you want to go into. And you go all the way up to, yep. And there's some armor here on the table that you can steal. The Bone Mode Shield, the Greaves, and the Curious. So long as you stand in the right spot. You notice down in the bottom there it has the little hand reaching out for the bag. That means that we're hidden and he can't see us, so we can take that. Make sure that, whoop. Yeah, see, that would have been risky there. He's in a weird spot. Normally, this is a little easier to get. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case I screw this up. It's games like this that basically created save scumming. This is gonna be difficult. Can I? Gotta be some way to move him, right? No? Well, you can steal all this stuff here, which is pretty easy to do. And it sells for a good amount of money. But I really want that armor, because it's good armor. Sometimes you can get it to bug out if you jump up on the table. Oh. My acrobatic skill isn't enough to jump up that high. There we go. Sometimes you can stand just right where he loses sight of you for some reason. Yeah, it's not working. Normally, I can steal both of these pieces as well, but I can never get these two without him seeing. I wonder if I try and hide behind the table if that'll work. No? I'll head out up here. And then head back in and see if he's moved at all. Definitely don't want to catch a bounty for stealing those things, because these guards are really tough. Alright, we've lingered around here long enough. So since we couldn't get our hands on that, let's go ahead and talk to one of the traders here and see if we can buy some armor instead. We did get the shield, the Bone Mode Shield, which is a nice shield. This here is probably the best trader in the town. He has the most money and the best items. So we'll go ahead and sell him the stuff that we stole off that table back there. The steel katanas. Get rid of the iron dagger as well. The silver short swords, which we don't need. Okay, we'll go ahead and sell him that book as well as that book. We don't need those. Okay. Now let's take a look around. Doesn't look like he actually has any armor. That's a shame. Oh well, we'll give it to them. We should be able to buy armor actually from the Fighters Guild, so we'll go see about that. Let me equip that shield too. There we go. Come across here, and this is the Fighters Guild. We can talk to Idis Fireeye here. Join the Fighters Guild. Sign me up. Orders. Cave rats. Okay.
Hail!
Now if we head down here and talk to this guy, we can barter. And yeah, see, he has iron boots. He has some steel stuff too. Is that too expensive for us? It might be, so we might just stick with iron for now. Iron boots, iron gauntlets. I will get that steel cuirass. Cuirass, however you say it. I'll also take some steel greaves, because I got the gold to spare. And then I'll get the iron gauntlets and boots. And I'll give him that shield. Yeah, he didn't want the shoes, but he will take the shield. Okay, now we got some good armor, which will give us quite a bit of survivability, because armor is very important in this game. Although we are quite a bit overweight. But we can take potions from this because we're in the guild now. Let's go ahead and grab these potions. Now let's see, this weighs, we can't quite take all of those, but we can take, I think we can take 9 of them. Yeah, we can take 9. Actually, yeah, that last one made us overcumbered, so let's go ahead and put the last one back in. I cannot place items. Lovely. Alright, what can we drop or eat or something? Oh, there's a large worm egg. There we go. Those things weigh you down quite a bit. And there's a specific quest that we'll go do where there's just so many of those that they're not even worth picking up. But what we are going to do real quick before we go do the Fighters Guild quest is we're going to get ourselves a house. Now, it's up to you if you want to get a house this way. They're uninhabited houses that you can occupy. But personally, I rather like this one. And the NPC isn't that important. So we're going to walk on in.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
And we're going to murder the NPC that stays here. Because this is a nice big house, and the objects and whatnot don't reset, so you can keep pretty much anything you need here.
Your wounds are great.
My wounds are great. Are you sure about that? Because you haven't hit me once there, buddy. Let me go ahead and cast some magic on him. Oh, he protected himself from magic.
You will suffer greatly.
And he's down. And he has some really good clothes, so we're actually going to take that. We can't wear the gloves, but what we can wear is the pants, the ring. Whoops. We can definitely take the belt, the shirt, and the necklace, as well as his gold and key. We'll take the rest of that as well and dispose of the body. Oop, well, shoot. What can I drop? I'm actually quite a bit overweight, so what I'll do is I'll drop the hammers down there for right now. And we'll head upstairs and store the rest of the stuff. You got a couple things that you can store items in over here. I tend to keep a lot of my alchemy ingredients here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and store them here now. And remember to shift click so you don't have to select how many, it just automatically selects the entire stack of items. And we're going to put all this stuff away so that it's not weighing us down. And then we'll head upstairs and dump the rest of stuff that we need. Upstairs is what I meant to say. And these things do have finite space, so there's only a certain amount you can store in them, but they should be able to hold quite a bit of alchemy ingredients, because they don't have a lot of weight. Okay, now we should be able to pick back up those repair hammers. Yep, and we're good. So we're going to head upstairs and drop off the excess clothing items and other stuff that we don't need. And the key we took off of him will unlock the body, or unlock the bedroom for us. Okay, we'll go ahead and put all this stuff in here because we don't need it on us. Extra weight that we don't need. Might as well put the maze in there. Let's see, what else don't we need? And we'll keep all that with us. Don't need those scrolls. We'll keep the spark sword on us in case we come across ghosts. And there we go. Now, the only bad thing about wearing such heavy armor is it does mean that we're not going to, There we go, that unlocked it again. We're going to head back through just to unlock both sides of the door, because for some reason it only unlocks one side when you go through it. And that way we can drop or throw away that key if we decide we need to. Although I don't think keys weigh anything, so probably won't need to. Alright, so we're going to head across the city over to the lady that we're supposed to help with her cave rat problem. And the rats in this, at level 1, can easily kill you. Not the one inside, but the ones, the multiple ones upstairs. They will wreck you if you don't have armor. But with the armor we have, they should do very little to us. Okay, we'll go ahead and talk to her. Cave rats. She'll give us the key to the upstairs storage room.
Speak, traveler.
And there should be one in here. Yeah, see how little of damage it did to me? That would have been probably a third or a quarter of my health bar without the armor that we just bought. Okay. And you won't get in trouble if you steal from her, so might as well at least read that book, which gives you a long blade skill up. But I'm going to take it and the other ones because they're worth money. You can also pick your lock, pick the lock into that. Actually, why don't I do that? I might as well. I probably won't be able to, though, considering its lock level is 20, but it's worth a try. Aha! It worked. And that's an extra 82 gold. It's definitely worth it. Go ahead and re-equip our sword here. And head upstairs and deal with the other rats. There's a reference to this mission in the Fighters Guild mission in Oblivion. I believe it's the Bravil Fighters Guild. Or Anvil. One of those. Yeah, you see how much damage I'm taking from these guys? Without armor, this is a pretty tough fight. But you can always turn around and run out the door. Which I might actually have to do even with armor. Oh, come on. There we go. Just barely. Might as well use the Ring of Healing to heal us. Take that rat meat. Dispose of the corpse. Dispose of the corpse. There's some junk in here you can take if you want. Like, you know, a little bit of gold. You might find a soul gem or two. Some alchemy ingredients and whatnot. I'm not too worried about any of this. And then, of course, baskets full of pillows. This lady really loves pillows. Alright, we're going to go ahead and talk to her and let her know that we have dealt with the cave rats. She gives us our payment. And we are to return to the Fighters Guild and report in. And that'll probably be where we end the second episode. And then we'll start up the next episode doing more Fighters Guild stuff, because it's a good way to level up. Ah, I didn't quite make the jump. Okay, let's talk to Itis here. Orders, we've dealt with the cave rats. See if we can be advanced. Okay, we are now an apprentice. But we have to do more. Let's go ahead and ask for more orders to go deal with egg poachers. Okay, and that'll be where we pick up on the next episode. I'm going to head down into the barracks here. And curl up and sleep on one of these beds until healed. Hopefully we don't get attacked by the dark...
You in
Ah! We might die here.
I have...
Ah! Okay, let's go ahead and use a health potion or two. We'll go with 2. We're also going to equip our enchanted sword because why not? Otherwise we might die. That is the problem with sleeping in the Fighters Guild, is you'll get attacked by these guys. If you have the that expansion pack. I forget which one that is. It's not is that Blood Moon? I forget which one it is. Might as well take all their armor because it's worth a lot. We're gonna put that helmet on because it looks cool. As well as the pauldrons because I don't believe we have any pauldrons. Okay, that would be my timer going off. And dispose of the corpse. Let's go ahead and rest again. Hopefully they won't attack us twice in a row. It can happen. Okay. Alright, we're good. If you don't want to get attacked by those guys, it's a good idea to go sleep in Cassius's bed. The guy that you initially went and talked to here in Balmora.
I must be going.
I've never been attacked in that bed, so I don't know if they will attack you there.
What do you want?
I've had really good luck with it or something. Let's see, barter. He has quite a bit of gold, so we'll go ahead and sell him the Dark Brotherhood stuff. As well as that silver dagger. And that. Okay. And we'll get 1,000 extra gold out of it. That's nice. Alright then. Okay guys, that does it for this episode of Dark Plays Morrowind. We'll pick it up probably in a few days, recording again on another episode. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you had fun, and I will see you guys next time.